Greg. Hi, everyone. Gideon Taub, founder and CEO of Pinkaloo. We have Daniel Gardner here, our COO, who will be running today's demo for us. Pinkaloo's white label modern giving represents an opportunity to attract new banking customers and members, as well as more deeply connect with your current customers around an area that they are deeply, deeply passionate about and truly care about strongly. At the same time, your banking institution can make more money and hit your KPIs while directly powering the charitable giving of your customers and members. Daniel and I created the company and founded it because we didn't feel like we had the right tools to budget for our giving, to identify local charities that aligned with our passions, to securely and safely digitally donate to any charity in the country, or to collaborate with other community members. We had access to savings accounts, health savings accounts, 401ks, and realized that a similar tool for managing our giving would solve the pain points that we face and solve the pain points that a lot of our peers also face. And so with that, we created a white label solution that allows financial institutions like yourselves to be able to engage with those customers and reach them in a new way. As you can see here, as I started the introduction, made a donation to an organization near and dear to my heart, Autism Speaks. One of the many configurable elements of our solution is actually the raining icons and emojis that come down on the confirmation screen. We actually updated those to many of the logos of folks in the audience today just to show how configurable the solution is. If you see your logo up there, we'd love to chat with you later today as well. But let's take it back to the beginning to show how one of your customers ends up making that meaningful donation directly within your experience. So what you're looking at here is a user who's already created their account and logged in. There's two different ways that we can partner with you. You can use our white label user experience, or we can expose APIs and allow you to build your own experiences directly into your tools however you want. When we do integrate with you, we want to be as tightly integrated into those digital banking experiences as possible, oftentimes iframing our solution within your apps already. And the last piece I'll highlight here is that we initially built modern giving with millennials in mind, folks who are actively giving, truly passionate about causes, and wanting to be aligning with companies and banks specifically that are giving back. However, we've been amazed since we launched in 2017 at the adoption by mid-career Gen X folks who are already giving actively, itemizing their tax receipts, and looking for an easier and more simple way for them to be able to manage their giving. So let's take you through a few typical use cases we see. One of the pain points that a lot of users voice to us is that they know over the course of the year they want to donate $500, but they don't necessarily know what organizations they want to support. And so the recurring contributions are an easy way to set aside $50 each month, have that be contributed into their charitable giving account, and then later allow them to figure out what organizations they want to donate. They know that they're going to hit their goals, and later they can choose to support those organizations. If we click into the tax documents for a moment, it's a really easy way for folks to access their tax documents at any time. One of the great things about these accounts is that individuals receive their tax receipt immediately when they fund it. For those of you in the audience familiar with donor-advised funds, these are actually mini democratized donor-advised funds that banks can now offer to their customers. And you'll be happy to know that deposits stay on balance sheet while they remain in the accounts before they're ultimately distributed out as well. Coming back to the giving feed, under My Activity, individuals get a full review of all of their charitable activity. That's both contributions into their account as well as donations that they've made out of their account. And you'll see here, we realize that while powering your customers and members' charitable giving is really important, ultimately for this to be a massive win, we also need to be helping you hit other KPIs that are important. So you'll see here, I've opted in to have my debit card swipes rounded up as a way to both fund my account and drive more interchange fees on your end. And I've also received a couple incentives that the bank chose to offer. A welcome bonus for referring a friend who signed up, as well as a direct deposit bonus for setting up direct deposit for the first time to help you drive more deposits and more engagement with some of your other products as well. If you switch over to the community giving feed for a moment, this is a place for members to be able to share their donations with other community members. Security is top of mind and privacy top of mind, so it never shows anyone's last name, never shows how much they donated, but it's just a way for them to show these organizations are near and dear to their heart, and it's a way for other community members to discover organizations, particularly local ones again, that they may not have known existed beforehand. However, if I want to do some browsing or if I want to have a certain charity in mind, I can come into the Discover section. Those 3 cards you see, again, configured by your organization. These can be charities that your bank has donated to in the past or has a relationship with, or can even be an opportunity to highlight nonprofit banking customers. But one typical use case we see is people wanting to give to things that matter and are impactful to them. So as an example, let's say that I've been taking my family and my pets to the parks for years and years, and I want to find a local organization that's helping to beautify the parks locally where I live, within a few miles of our zip code here. And so quickly it whittles down the over 1 million charities that are in the database, every 501c3, every school district in the country. To find a few options, I can click in, I can get an overview of the work this organization does, I can get links to their social media profiles, and even a sense of their financial standing based on their filings with the IRS. And then if I do want to go ahead and make that donation, it's just a few more clicks. I can choose how much I want to donate, if I want to do it on a one-time or on a recurring monthly basis. I can specify a purpose if needed. And more importantly, based on feedback from customers, I can immediately turn it in to a crowd fundraising campaign where I can say by the end of the month, I want to raise $500 for this organization. And it's a way for me to then engage friends and family members. And why this is cool for you all is that it then becomes a customer acquisition channel. So as I finish the donation and go ahead and share that out with other community members, your brand is front and center so that as those friends and family who might not be customers today participate, it's a way for you to have a customer acquisition channel. So as you can see here, we'll still have your branding front and center. Coming back to the demo real quickly, we don't have time to dive into it today, but we have a pretty rich suite of insights tools for your staff to be able to administer the program, for marketing folks to be able to understand the data and insights that their program is driving as well. So that's always available. So I'll end with, if you're involved with designing strategies for new customer acquisition or for figuring out ways to become the primary banking relationship with your customers, we'd love to speak with you. Please come and find us downstairs. Appreciate the time. Thank you.